Welcome to TYT Sports. This is the very first, and you'll want to tape this and keep it and put it in your save file, the very first pregame national championship college football sports show clip that we've ever done. How was that? Michael Shore, J.R. Jackson, Lindsey McCormick. It's actually a big game. Lindsey, I don't think, and I am not, this is not my full area of expertise, but I don't think that this would have been these two teams would have been in the final where they're not a playoff like there is now.
So for the BCS, no, I think it would have been the other two.
Yeah.
Alabama and Florida State, and as we saw, I don't know if that would have been that great of a game.
Yeah, well, it probably wouldn't. And this one is going to be, by all accounts, a great game. Not uncoincidentally, the very first college basketball championship happened between these two teams in 1939, I think it was. The score of that game was 46-33. There's a chance
that could be the same score?
that there could be an over again tonight, JR.
Yeah, no, I hadn't even realized that. That's awesome. But I think there's going to be maybe one team, was it 46-33?
46-33.
I think
that's 79 is your total, over or under.
I might go over because I think the winning team might score about 50 and the losing team, just a few points lower. But still, it's going to be, I think we're excited about it, but it's going to kind of be what it would have been if it was still the BCS. The Florida State versus Alabama would have been a blowout. Yeah. I think tonight we're still going to get a blowout.
What kind of blowout do you think you're going to get?
As far as what the score is going to be?
Yeah.
52-14.
And you think Oregon's going to beat Ohio State 52-14?
I'll give them 17.
Now, you have to go ahead.
I was going to say, just after seeing what they did to Florida State, it kind of makes you think they're better than everybody else out there. Nobody can stop that high-powered offense.
But how about what Ohio State did to Wisconsin and then to Alabama? I mean, these are serious games, serious opponents, and they, what was it, 59-0 they beat Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't think anybody's going to be able to stop Marcus Mariota,
Right. Well, I mean, it is going to come down to the quarterbacks. Ohio State coming in with a third-string quarterback. So to make it fair, two of the Oregon players smoked pot and were suspended. Their best receiver, Darren Carrington, and Ayeli Ford, who is a running back, not as big a part of the team, suspended the week of the national championship game. And so, Cardell Jones is the third-string quarterback for Ohio State. A little bit of an evener, right?
Yeah. Well, when I was in Oregon, I remember the same thing happening with Darren Thomas being pulled over by the police, and they posted the video up of him, the police officer, getting out and asking him, "Do you have weed in your car?" And he said, "Well, we smoked it all." So I'm almost shocked, because it's such a common thing in Oregon, that they're sitting these guys out from this game. But yet at the same time, the way the coaches have spoken all weekend, it kind of feels a little bit like they feel like everybody is replaceable on that team other than their quarterback.
Yeah, their quarterback not replaceable, but Ohio State had two quarterbacks that were very replaceable. Yeah. And so, not really, because they all did well. But Miller was going to be he was a Heisman Trophy candidate himself, and so now they're.
I see all these quarterbacks as similar, but then Cardell Jones seems a little bit of the oddball of the three. He can still move around. I was speaking with Lindsey about it before. He has one of the best deep ball passes, accuracy and just distance on it that I haven't seen. And I hadn't seen much of him, as we know, because he just had to come in and replace the second string. So in throwing the ball, I was like, man, this kid's got great accuracy on a deep ball. So that may be the X factor. If they're prepared for that or not, that may be what they're going for tonight.
Yeah. So, Lindsey, your final score. We already heard yours was 52-13?
17.
52-17. Oh, four. They got two safeties.
I just think with Freeman running back for Oregon, with Mariota, and the two of them combined for just a ton of yards, I think it's going to be a blowout, like you said.
Yeah, I happen to agree. I think that Oregon's going to go up so far, so early, that there's going to be a lot of desperation for Ohio State. So what I would do, if you are listening to me, is I would put all your money on Ohio State. Michael Shore for J.R. Jackson and Lindsey McCormick, TYT Sports.